Hello, Internet.
What up? We're back again.
Episode 6.
Green light.
Being pre-recorded, as you can probably tell. I'm wearing the same thing. Joseph brought
a backup shirt to try to fool you.
Change of clothes. I don't care enough about fooling you though.
I just got out of the gas station, buying the weekly scent.
Buying our weekly scent.
And you know what else I did while I was in the gas station?
The first scent we've smelled this week. What?
I got naked.
I
couldn't resist. I saw this and I was like, the perfect pun.
You got naked in a gas station.
All right, so I'm opening the weekly scent. We're gonna begin to waft it, and then we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about this week.
All right, here, I won't look at you.
All right, yeah, don't look. Oh, speed bump. Man, this one does not want to come out. There we go.
Just put it up there, yeah.
Weekly scent. Ooh, man, that's good. That smells good. This one may be an easy one. All right, but let's begin. So we came across an intriguing article on the interwebs,
yes,
as our former president would call it. And the title of the article, and we may expand on this or disagree with some of them, but it's 11 things that are easier or harder than speaking your native language. Or it's 11 things that you may think would be easier, but science proves is harder. So number 1 on the list is putting on flip-flops. Now, putting on flip-flops seems like about the easiest thing a human being can do. But we know that when you put on flip-flops, there's always those 1 or 2 tries where, say these are your toes, and the flip-flop thing's got to go in there. Dang, it's actually hard to separate right there. And you're trying to
It's not hard to separate.
and you're trying to, you miss, and then connect. So it can take like 3 tries to really connect. So this article actually says that it's not easier to put on flip-flops than it is to speak your native language, which I was surprised by. I would think that putting flip-flops on is easier, but I can see, I'm gonna be honest, I'll miss sometimes putting on flip-flops.
Yeah, I can understand that. Give me another one.
Number 2 is watching people walk down the street while sitting at a cafe. I disagree. This says it's not easier. This says that is more difficult than speaking your native language. I say it's way easier. I mean,
you don't have to speak to do that.
you don't have to speak, but I guess you have to get to the cafe, and you have to use your eyes to
See,
watch.
the thing is, like, that's so specific, because it's like, if it was just like watching people walk by, definitely easier.
Getting to the cafe.
Watching people walk by at a cafe while you drink X drink and smoke X cigar. Like,
Yeah.
It's so specific.
So I would disagree with that one. I'd say it's easier just to sit and watch people. Looking up at the sky on a clear night, easier. I agree with that one. It's easier to look up. All you have to do is
Look
this.
up. Big truck.
Number 4, getting your dog to love you. Intriguing that that's on there, because that was a previous topic on our show. And it's proven. Science has proven
Science has proven that
it's easier for a dog to love you than it is to speak your native language.
Getting a dog to love you is one of the easiest things ever, because they have a predisposition to love you.
So that's crazy. You don't even have to speak to have a dog love you. You just have to be there. You have to have air in your lungs, and you don't even have to have air in your lungs, and your dog will love you.
Just imagine a dog, like, weekend at Bernie's, but Bernie's got a little dog.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Bernie!
Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's referenced so many times in pop culture, and I've never seen Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, technically, you and I are now pop culture, so I guess we should watch it.
True. We are pop culture.
We are
Welcome to the pop culture experience. Okay, number 5. Clapping your hands. They say this is more difficult. This says the physical act is easy. What's difficult is discerning what kind of clap is appropriate for the situation. A golf clap, or a lead actress taking a bow thunderclap, or something in between. So that is difficult. You got to decide what kind of clap you're going to use.
Differentiating your claps is hard.
I have a whole Rolodex of claps that I can use at any given moment. We have just the regular golf clap.
I'm a big fan of the snap.
Yeah, you have the snaps, the new one side of your hand, opposite side. It's a new wave, a new movement. We're starting it. Number 6, whistling. Not easier. I agree with that. Because a lot of people I know can't whistle.
Yeah, there are adults that don't know how to whistle.
Which, I mean, all it is doing, that's literally...
That was breathing in.
Forming an O and blowing air out. So for those of you who can't whistle, I don't know what's wrong with you. Because you should be able to... I don't know what imp means. Impish. But yeah, whistling, I guess, is more difficult than speaking your native language. Unless you know how to, like, for me, I can probably whistle better than I can speak English. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you guys.
I disagree. What's up with all the short buses?
Those are, yeah, that is weird. We came across a herd of short buses. Number 7, getting a cat to chase a piece of string. More difficult. It depends on the cat. To me, it says a cat will chase a piece of string no matter what. However, cats are lazy, and it may take a few shakes to rouse old Crookshanks.
Marshall County Schools, Dexels County School,
DeKalb.
And then there's another DeKalb.
Crazy, a lot of short buses. But I would say
There's 2 more.
sometimes it's easier to get a cat to chase a piece of string than it is to.
Also,
to speak
just
your
like
native language.
That's natural instinct for them.
Is it natural instinct for them to just chase a piece of string? I guess it's natural. I mean, if you put a piece of string in front of me that's huge, I may chase it.
If you put string in front of me, I'm gonna chase it. If you shine a red laser at me, I'm gonna catch that piece. Guaranteed. What we got?
Let's see, number 8, sweating in Washington, D.C. during summer. I would change this to Alabama, and I 100% agree. Because
I agree with both.
Once again, all you have to do is have a pulse, and you will sweat in the Alabama heat, which is just miserable. Maybe it's actually the reason why I brought a backup shirt.
If it's like humid,
it's especially hot.
If it's like humid, can't like wood technically like sweat and it like swells up?
Yeah, things expand when it's hot, but I wouldn't call wood expanding wood sweating. Maybe technically it is.
I mean, it does something like that. Like it swells, but that doesn't even have a pulse.
Sweaty wood. That's just a funny thing to think about. The wood sweats.
Insert sweaty picture of Bryant.
Right there. Let's see, what is this? Number 9. Alright, this is my favorite. Number 9 is my favorite by far.
Okay.
Plucking a piece of grass from a lawn
is more difficult.
Very, very much more difficult than speaking your native language. Because, well, okay, here's the thing. For cows, let's say your native language is a moo, then it's easier because you're on 4 legs and you just have to head down, chomp, eat, back up. For human beings, we walk on 2 legs. So then you have to bend down, look at the grass, survey the area, see what blade you want to pick, if it's the highest one, if it's the shortest one.
So
then you got to get this thing going, the finger chopsticks, down, insert into the grass. I mean, press pretty hard, both fingers together, and then pull up. Much easier to speak a native language.
If you really think about all that goes into picking up a blade of grass, you have to find grass.
Yeah, grass isn't everywhere.
Identify, hey, that's grass. Bend over.
Which isn't always easy.
Look at the grass, pick out the one that you're gonna grab, pinch your fingers together, pinch them tighter than they were previously, pull. A lot goes into picking grass.
Yeah. To those of you who pick grass,
all of my former baseball coaches that got sick of me sitting in the outfield picking grass, I was learning.
Yes. There you go. All right, let's see. Number 10, accusing a professional athlete of doping.
Easier.
No, this says not easier, but you have to speak your native language to do that, so that's an outlier. Let's see, downloading an iPhone app. This is crazy. It's equally as easy, because you can now just say, hey Siri, download this app for me. Hey, look, she popped up. But, go away.
Well, then calling out professional athletes for doping should be equally easy.
She's still not leaving.
Right?
Oh my gosh, she's still listening to me.
Just turn your phone off.
This says, hey Siri, download this app for me. I look, she popped up. But joy, go away, woman, she's Tonio, professional athlete. Wow. Okay. But yeah, the downloading the iPhone app, I totally agree with. It's just as easy. Which is kind of scary, because that's what we're moving towards, is just being able to do everything by your voice. Yeah. But you know what's equally as easy? Or no, what I would say is easier than speaking your native language. That wasn't on the list that I would say.
Getting ginger mint lemonade from Anova?
No, that's not what I was going to go with.
Shout out.
But shameless plug. I would say getting an arranged marriage. Because think about it, you don't have to speak. It's just bam, you're married because your parents said so. And that's easier than speaking your native language. So to that list, you missed. Time for the weekly scent. We're going to put it.
We'll get it when we pull up there.
We'll nestle it right here in my hands. So it's nestling right now, if you can see that. Nestle. Okay, so Jacob's had some time to smell it. It hasn't really been as potent, look away real quick, as you would think. But there we go, now it's a little more strong. So you can kind of get an idea. You can begin to sniff it in. This one's obvious. I'm not gonna lie. This is the most obvious of all the scents.
When I park, we'll do it.
Yes.
Kittens for adoption.
Are you serious?
967-7383.
Gotta put that on a story. Check the story. Instagram. If you want some free kittens.
Oh, we forgot to shout out our Instagram last time.
Also, free kittens for adoption. Jacob, you want a kitten?
I wouldn't say that. It doesn't say they're free. And no, I don't.
I'm just assuming that kittens are free. I mean, how expensive can a kitten be?
Pretty expensive.
She's calling you now. Anna, we are like literally in the last 30 seconds of filming, and you made the podcast. Congratulations. I hope you're freaking out right now.
You could meet me at Vapor instead of coming home.
Yes, I can do that. See you there. Bye. Okay, that was my sister.
Okay.
All right, Jacob, so
I mean, since we didn't have a guest this week, I guess
that was our guest. Congrats.
Anna's our guest.
All right, now you can don the bandana of Smeldom.
Is this going to become a thing?
The bandana of Smeldom. Yes, it is a thing. All right, you ready?
Hold on.
There you go. Add a little swag to it. So now it is time for the weekly scent. So why don't you just go ahead and waft that up?
Where is it? Where is it?
It's right here. Waft it up.
It's your shoe. It's your shoe.
Gotcha. All right. I actually did buy a scent as well, but had to do a little tomfoolery. All right, you ready? You can trust me now. There it is. This should be right off the bat. What is it?
Oh, it's rosemary.
Oh my word, Jacob! Wait. It's a. Smell again. Rosemary. That's way too specific.
Like rosemary.
It kind of smells like rosemary. I'm not gonna lie, but you have to. Why would there be a rosemary scented? Now the residue is on my hands. I'm shocked. People, I'm shocked.
Oh, I recognize it.
Yes.
This is killing me.
Yeah, they're everywhere, and you should know this.
Trees.
Yes, trees. Keep going. Come on.
Pine.
Nailed it. You should have gotten it earlier, though. Rosemary. Maybe my shoe threw you off, messed up the nostrils.
Okay, here. Let's redo. First time.
Haven't smelled it yet. Huh, weekly scent.
Pine.
Nailed it. High five. Yeah, you can outro us with the bandana on and the glasses.
I will. Follow us on Instagram. Behind the Wheel Podcast.
For some BTS on BTW.
I liked that. Thanks for watching episode 6.
Bye.
Did you see that sassy move I just pulled?